I make a living helping people figure out what they want to do. I'm an executive coach. I never tell someone what to do. I ask them what do they want to do, and then we work on that together. And the question that I ask people a lot of times is, are you living the life you want? I mean, are you really living the life you really want? And the answer is often no, and that includes their business. I did that. And so after all these years of owing the government money and jacking up our credit cards to live the life we wanted, we owed $90,000 in debt. Now some of you are like, whoa, and some of you are like, pfft. Depends on your journey, right? But to me, it was a big deal. It haunted me. It haunted me all the time, and we made decisions in light of this debt. It sucked to have to sell our home. It sucked to have to tell my neighbors when they saw the for sale sign, and they came up, where are you guys moving? Thinking I'm moving up, right? That's what we do, we only move up. As I have to sell my house and start over because I didn't manage my finances wisely and I'm $90,000 in debt. Oh, okay. They weren't ready for that answer. But I had to own it. That's part of my journey of me owning it. When you take accountability for your life, you gain the power to change everything in your life. Isn't that awesome? When you think of being a victim and you're screwed over by this and this is a bummer and this is, but if you take it and you own it, you could do something about it. Isn't that exciting? If everything that happens to you is outside of your control, you're a victim of everything. But when we own it, we take back the power to do the things that we need to live the life that we really want. And to me, that's freedom. And that's exciting. So when blame and excuse doesn't work, we just say we can't. I can't afford to take a lower paying job to pursue a passion I have. You ever say that when you get looking at a job, you're thinking about getting a job offer and they're paying you only this much, but it's such a cool company, it'd be such a cool job, and you're like, I can't take that job. It's only gonna pay me X. I'm used to making this. They're gonna pay me this. I can't do that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I can't sell my house and start over. Yeah, you can. When you're seeking a solution, keep in mind what excellence looks like. Too many business leaders I know tell me how excellent their life is because their company's rocking it. But in excellence, everything must be above the zero line. You cannot tell me how great your life is when you have a great company and your marriage is in the toilet. You cannot tell me how great your life is because you have a whole bunch of money and no rest and no faith and no fun. I'm sure you've heard the phrase that life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you respond. And I grew up in a really poor family with an abusive father, really scary man. And so when I grew up, I didn't really have a vision of what a man should be like. So there was a lot of unknowns. And through my journey, I went through bankruptcy, I went through a divorce. I've had health issues, I've been unemployed for over a year. I've had problems. And I could be bitter and angry at the world if I want to, but nobody cares. It's up to me to own it so I can have the life I really want. Because the world, my family, are counting on me to get it together, man, and get out and do what you got to do to live the life you really want. And you have a Savior who died for you to free you up to do whatever you are called to. And He is not looking for your excuses, blame, or waiting and hoping. He's empowered you to rock the journey you're on. And the longer you sit back and wait for something else to come up and do it for you, it ain't going to happen. The longer you wait to take the first step in your dream is the least likely it's ever going to happen.